Hey guys, this is John, and I'm in the Hourly Bullet Arena on lichess.org. We've got 21 players. It is about 10 o'clock p.m., exactly 10 o'clock p.m., U.S. Central Time, and I have not played a lichess tourney for a while, so let's see how this goes. And I'm playing Nicking 2022 in the first game. I have to remember how to play against the c3 Sicilian. I like to do this line and then undermine the pawn on e5, try to prove that white is a little overextended. It often is not the case that white is overextended, but hey, I can try. Okay, let's castle. I'm happy if he trades on c6. He doesn't want to do it. So black looks a little cramped here, but I think I can get my pieces working the way they should. Got to be careful about tactics down the c file because white does have this rook lined up with my queen on c7. You never know who's going to join these tournaments. Right now, the tourney is looking a little weaker than usual, but you never know if some 2600 will jump in. Okay, here I'm happy because I have both bishops. I think I'm just going to take this and try to work against this d6 pawn. Like maybe this move now. Cutting off the rook from defending the pawn. Granted, white can play rook c7. Okay, well, let's trade and then take this guy. I ran into e4. So dropping a piece right there. Ooh, but he handed it right back. I'm happy to see that. I'm just going to take, and let's play a5. Working out the jitters here, right? Scraping out the cobwebs. Let's keep pushing this pawn. White might be able to track that pawn down, but it's annoying to him nonetheless. Let's play h5. I'd like to create some sort of maybe even mating net idea, dare I say. Let's go here. I'm going to play b5. Might have to go after this guy. We'll see. Check. Really want to play this for a win. So I'm going to do that. Just not playing this well right now. I mean, I'm slightly better, but is it enough to win? Debatable. We're going to bring our king up and see, though. He's now allowing us a lot of play. So he messed up right there. Let's go after that. Track that down. Block. Nope. Let's advance this. And then cut off the king. That's a little bullet trick right there. They're anticipating a check, but you actually don't check them. All right, that game was really shaky, but I won. So we have 2 points in the tournament, and Rook star. Let's play e4. I'm going to play aggressive. Oh, and he's playing the Scandi against me. He was pre-moving d5, Rook star. He knows what's up. And Rook star said they are a streamer as well, so hello to a fellow streamer. Don't know anything about their channel, but maybe you can go check them out. So I'm going to try to build up pressure on e6. Hope everyone is doing well and having a good start to their week. It's Monday night. I just wrapped up some work a little while ago. I tend to work into the evenings. As a chess teacher, you're often working when people have their free time. Okay, here I can take on f7 in between move and then go take that rook. Yeah, with check. And this is just devastation. So that's one thing. If you're interested in doing chess full-time, especially if you're in the U.S., get used to working evenings and often weekends, too. I remember when I was first starting out as a chess teacher, I was working a lot of weekends, and I still do work some weekends. Just kind of the nature of the game, right? Like, you're working when other people are available. Makes sense. Okay, let's take this. Knight c7 was also probably good, but here I get the discovery on the queen on e7. In this game, I don't think I'm going to blow. I hope not. Black has a check down here, but we easily escape. Attack that knight. All right. So we're off to a fairly fast start here, 4 points, although Federación Injusta has 8 points with the fire. 35 players in now. Yeah, Roque star. You moved a little bit too fast there. Playing bishop takes f3, that was not a good in-between move. All right, so important game here. Let's hit him with the Scandi. I'm going to play the queen d6 line against knight c3. I've been mentioning this line a couple times in recent videos. I think it's not a bad line for black at all. I've never studied it in any serious depth, but I'd like to. There's a book that came out not long ago by Catronius, I want to say, from Quality Chess, where he advocates this line, he analyzes it, and as a Scandinavian practitioner, of course, I'm interested in that as well. So let's play a6, just stop knight b5. Maybe we'll go here. I am inviting some sacrifice here, but I don't think it works for white. And no sooner do I say that white pulls the trigger on it. So let's put this theory to the test. So I'm thinking b takes c3, b takes a6. Okay, he's going to do that instead. Yeah, probably smart. I think I got to get my king out of there, so I'm going to try to run towards the center. Now, granted, I do have to be a little careful. Like, white can make some annoying threats here. c4 perhaps, but then I have queen a5. Okay, so he's just going to go for the swap. Yeah, I got to watch my king in this circumstance. I guess I'm going to go here, and if rook d1, I'm probably going to sack my queen for 2 rooks. But my pieces are hard to organize, aren't they? What about this? Okay, I'm going to try that. Not quite sure how good this is, but we'll find out very quick. He can take. Okay, I got to be very careful now. Rook d1 check. Let's hope we can get our bishop out next move. Bishop e7, try to connect the dots here. So now d8 is covered. I can hope to play rook d8. He is down on time, so that's working in my favor now. Let's play this over. Probably rook b1. I think he has to play for the attack. Now I'm going to take this pawn, despite how greedy that looks. And now let's back this guy up. Now I might even have some ideas with rook d1. Let's avoid getting checkmated, though. Can I go here? Yeah, I was just making sure queen b7 mate was not an issue. All right, so I was under pressure in that game. I think the sacrifice on a6/b7 is interesting, especially for a bullet or blitz game. Certainly in a longer time control game, that's a sacrifice that white would have to think long and hard about. And same with black, if I were to allow it. Hey, what's up, hello? Let's play just a modern. I'm going to go into a Jinji Indian, but he does not allow it. I still want to take this knight on c3 if he moves the knight away. And now let's take this way. Now we have a dominant bishop on this diagonal. Maybe I can attack b2. Let's just play knight f6. c3 is a little bit weak, but I think the way he's developing, he's covering that. Let's take over the center now. Oh, that's unexpected. Knight takes d5. Looks like a big blunder by white. Now I can catch this rook. It does have to move up the board, I guess, to escape. But he loses that. Drop this bishop back. Play knight b6, hit this bishop. If that bishop moves, I'm going to go rook c8. Okay, it didn't move, but now he loses d2. Got to watch those loose pieces, always. So now we're in first place, 12 points. Hello to Tom Sawyer 2112. It's been a while. I always see you in tournaments, and I know you watch the channel, so good to see you, buddy. And we have a rare sighting from GM Fabiano Caruana. No doubt, this is the real GM Fabiano Caruana, of course. He's a 1959 bullet player on lichess. He frequents these tournaments late at night. So we're glad to have you here, Fabiano. All right, Federacion. So this player is a good player, I can tell. I think they're actually a little underrated based on how well they're playing. So I'm going to take these 2 pawns that they're offering. But black is going to get accelerated development, no question. So I got to protect myself. You know, bullet is like, it's like boxing. The number 1 rule is protect yourself at all times. So let's take here. I'm threatening that rook. But the thing is, black is going to win a lot of tempi. He already is winning a lot of tempi. Let's see if I can bother black with a queen trade, propose a queen trade. I think I'm really happy to get this trade in, so let's do it. And I think I can take with a king. He's probably going to play rook fe8. I would almost bet my bullet life on that move. No, he does not. Okay. Well, rook is coming here really soon. Case in point. The thing is, though, with the queens off the board, anytime you trade queens, the margin of safety for your position instantly increases most of the time. You're probably not going to get checkmated. It just makes the position a lot easier to play. So that's what I'm trying to demonstrate with this queen trade. I think black should have avoided that. Okay, that loses a piece, right? Take. They're going to get the rook into the second rank, but a piece is a piece, especially when my king is ready to go to g2 and the rooks are ready to be connected. Let's play... Let's just go here. I've got multiple pawns hanging, but I think it's fine. Let's go... Nah, I don't want to do that. Let's cover this. Ooh, gotta watch my time. Suddenly I'm very down on time. This is not good. I'm going to go here next move. I'm still capable of pulling this out, but I got to speed up. Like, no doubt about it. This is annoying what black is doing, too. Let's maneuver this. Let's accelerate. Oh, I snatched the rook. Oh, okay. I got a little lucky there, too. So he started moving fast when he realized the position was hopeless, and I just didn't adjust. I was playing at a steady pace. I let myself get down like 10 seconds on the clock. That was bad. Thanks, Mr. Kit. Glad you like Chessable. All right, Sean 001. He is second in the tournament. Probably not a good time to berserk, because if I win this game, I'm in great shape tourney-wise. So let's just try to get the W. Okay, I'm going to play c4. I think if black omits knight f6, c4 becomes a good possibility, taking play into a Maraxi bind. This line is fine for black, but that's often why people play knight f6 very early in the Sicilian, is they try to attack e4 and therefore force white to play knight c3 with the pawn still back on c2. You can argue that this construction is better than having the pawn on c2. Okay, can I take this? Looks like it. Free pawn. And I'm up a pawn, so I'm okay with the trade. Okay, I was just about to say, if rook f c8, I was going to play bishop b6 anyways, but since I get the skewer here, this is excellent for white. I don't have to take that yet. Let's just make him squirm. See what kind of contortions he's willing to go through. This bishop is also a target. Let's take this now. So if knight back to c6, I'm actually thinking of this move, which is kind of cool. Yeah, no, actually that does not work at all. Let's not do that. The rook is defended on c7. I kind of forgot about that. Let's go here. So he's got a strong dark square bishop, but if I escape that pin, I should be completely fine. Ooh, and that does me a favor. Okay, now I'm going to do this, finally. This is a theme in these positions where the rooks are opposing each other, so the point is that his knight is pinned. Now I get to go take his rook on c7. He definitely shouldn't have taken on e3, giving me the dark square bishop for free. We've got trouble from Mr. Fabiano, GM Fabiano. And hello to you, Atrophied. How's it going? Another YouTuber here, Atrophied. Go check out his channel. An exceptional bug house and crazy house player. Atrophied is very good in those disciplines. So naturally, he's good at tactics too, I think. So I don't want to allow him unnecessary tactics. Let's try to avoid those, shall we? Okay, I'm going to go here. I want to maneuver for the d4 square, but he's making things a little difficult. I want to plant this knight in on d4, basically. So let's try to do that. And if I could get at c2, that would be awesome, in my opinion. Let's go e5. You can play c3, I guess. c3 is probably a good move, but fortunately for me, he missed that. Take this. Now let's just duck and cover. Yeah, so he made a couple mistakes there. Oh, ooh, nice move, nice move. Okay, let's take that. He was attacking d7 and also e2 with that particular move, so I had to somehow address that. Let's go here. This is suddenly very annoying. This is very, very annoying. Okay, I'm going to sack. I think I almost have to. Not sure he should have sacked back, actually, but I guess we'll find out. This is a weird position. Let's go here. I'm trying to back his rook off so I can defend myself. Let's go here. Thing is, time is now a big issue. For me, especially. Okay. Let's go back here. Let's check again. Then push this pawn. I'm going to try to check him around a little bit because I think his position is very hard to defend right now. Now we're going to mate him. Okay, I got kind of lucky there because he was brewing some nice threats on the king side. When he doubled rooks on the f-file, I think I had to play knight takes f6 almost, because he was trying to get me to play pawn g6. If pawn g6, he got his queen into h6. So, given the fact that I was up a piece shortly before that, I feel like I did not play that well. But I'll take it. Okay, this is a bullet line I've used. Bullet, blitz, and even in standard before. I kind of like it, this b6 system. Let's see how I want to treat this. Let's go for a double fianchetto. White's adopting an unusual pawn structure themselves, so let's try to assault them from the flanks. I'm going to go here. I think White's playing well against my idea so far. Strike back in the center. I know they can play e5, but White does not do that. Now d4 is tender, isn't it? It's a little hard to defend. They might have to take with a piece like the bishop to have the queen protect here. Can I do this in between move? I think I can, and I will. If take here, I'm going to take on e2. And I should get 2 minor pieces for the rook. Yeah, so now let's take with the queen, just to stop queen h6. Now we're going to pivot towards attacking the d4 pawn. I think I can play this directly. This is actually a little loose. I don't know if that was the best move by me. Let's play f5. I am opening the position to some degree. Knight e3. I still want to take on d4. I'm actually going to play this move now, seeing as how this is pinned for the time being. If d5, probably knight b4. Attacking the rook, hitting d5 a few times. Okay, let's go here. So now I'm going to go and take this after the queen moves. Because now we'll be hitting f3 a couple times. So go take there. I think White's got to bring this rook into the 7th rank. White does not do that, though. Okay, let's play this. Don't like White's queen eyeing my bishop at all times. They can play e6 and win that piece back maybe, but they ran out of time. All right, so I have 28 points with 10 minutes or so remaining. Mr. Kit, let's stick with e4. This seems to be working so far. I'm going to play this line that I played recently in a standard game here on lichess. This a3, this funky a3 move with the idea of stopping black from playing c5. And now we're going to go all-out attack on the king side. Let's do this against Mr. Kit. e6. e6 is very tempting. Yeah, let's do it. Just drive a wedge in the position, then f5. I think White can bank on a pretty big attack at this point. Looks like Black has a hard time defending. I want to get at h7. Let's just do this. h6 might be almost forced. Then we're going to lift this rook. That's a good defensive move. I think I got to guard e6, unfortunately. I must have had a better way to do that. Black is still tied down, fortunately for me, but I think I could have executed that better. Let's stop them from playing b4. Okay, let's play g3. I'm going to go bishop f4 next move. Now we're going to do this and play... We're going to improvise like so. Let's play g4. So Black can barely move. Let's just bring in our resources. Triple up, why not? If queen f8, there's knight g6. So Black was completely paralyzed in this game. We pretty much put him in a straitjacket. But again, I don't know. I feel like I've been saying this almost every game, but there's things in each of these games that, despite me winning every time, I am not happy with. So there's always things to improve on. Like in that last game, I feel like I should have got at the Black king much sooner. When Black played f6, that was extremely suspicious, their position. Okay, Fabiano, let's do this. Our first meeting ever. Shouldn't you be training for a super tournament right now? That's what I would think. Okay, so let's play bishop g5. I want to keep the bishop pair. He's going to chase me around a little bit. Now knight takes g5 is a threat, so Black has to watch out. Take. Yeah, let's take. I can still do knight takes g5. I guess Black might be able to take on f2. So this is a... Black could play an in-between move right here. Like knight takes f2 and try to go after my queen. And then I could continue the sequence if I wanted. Knight takes f7. Just not sure how that turns out, so I probably won't risk it. Especially since black is spending a lot of time. Their next move might be good. He's timing down. I hope this isn't lag. That was one reason I haven't been recording so much on lichess actually lately is, for whatever reason, lichess and my recording software were not getting along a couple months ago. So I recorded a few videos and it just was like garbled. I was not getting the entire recordings and something would go wrong. All right, so we win that game. That was a little odd. But now that problem seems to be over with, fortunately. So with 6 minutes and change left, we are in good position. Lick my knight sack. Okay. Well, not okay, at least for me, personally, but I'll do my best against this opponent. All right, g6, bishop g7. Maybe put a rook on e8 just to reinforce e5. They're playing a reversed hedgehog, which is definitely a legitimate line. Let's play h6. And then I'm going to expand with f5, and then eventually put this bishop here. It's choosing kind of a funky plan. King h1 and rook g1. This is an idea, but in this particular position, I don't know if it's the best idea. Knight e1 I'm very suspicious of. That move I'm not sure about at all. I think they really want to go g4. But let's just meet this with f4. I'm not going to open the g file. Now let's maneuver this knight. I'm thinking knight d4 soon. Maybe a4 first. I could have just taken on c4, I guess. But let's go a4 anyways. Take. I still want to go knight d4. Not too concerned about having lost that pawn. I think getting their dark square bishop is pretty valuable. Let's take this guy. Queen e3 looks mildly annoying. Maybe I can get something... Ooh, that's a piece. I was going to say, maybe I can get something going towards their king side. But I will gladly bank that piece right now. Let's play f3. Offer a queen trade. Take the free rook. I sound like a broken record on this, but just being able to quickly see undefended pieces is such a skill in chess, such a valuable skill that you can train. Like anyone can practice this. And it's helpful in any time controls. And even long time control games are constantly decided by loose pieces, undefended pieces for one side or the other. And Matthew Joy, also playing a Scandinavian, let's put my money where my mouth is and play knight f3 on move 3 rather, which I've always said is a difficult line. Okay, so this is a common tactic that white has. Bishop takes f7 followed by knight takes g4. Yeah, and Matthew Joy just resigned right away. He didn't want any of that, but that's a tactic you got to be aware of in the Scandinavian. Kurt 1313. Let's play b6. I'm liking these fianchetto setups. Let's do this. This is a little odd, but interesting. So, yeah, now one idea is to try to clamp the d4 square. So now I'm going to play g6 and bishop g7. And try to prove that d4 is my square. The square that I can hope to use in the future. Like plant a knight here. Let's play a5. We're going to stop white from playing b4. Let's go in here. So now if white moves this knight, we get in knight e2. Like knight b5 would just be the end of the game. Nope, white's going to cover that. And now they play it. Okay. I don't really want to trade yet. I feel like white's knight is worse than my knight, so I'm preserving that piece for the time being. Let's take... Go here. White's playing a reasonable game after that opening. Maybe I got an edge out of the opening. Ooh, that's something I will take. d5 is a little loose. Yeah, good move by my opponent there. I'm going to propose a queen trade. I'm going to hope that b5 is weak later on. Let's go here. My queen was defended. I probably didn't need to have to play that move. Let's take this. Now I'm going to go here. Still looking for a queen trade. And white missed it. An article I saw recently was on chess.com. I think it was published today. And they were talking about this CAPS system. You can go on and read the article. It's very interesting. But basically, CAPS is a measurement of how accurate a player is. and it's a measurement like independent of ratings. You could use it side by side with ratings, but every player can be assigned a cap score. And for instance, Magnus Carlsen, I think his cap score was like 99 point something, whereas a 2200, I believe, was in the 92, 94 range, perhaps. So the striking thing about this, though, so Danny Wrench wrote this article, and he was presenting kind of the theory behind caps and what goes into it, the math involved. And he gave some statistics about Magnus in particular, and it was striking just how little he blunders. I mean, this should come as no surprise if you followed Magnus Carlsen and you follow elite tournaments. But the rate at which he blunders was significantly lower than any other active player, and they make a good claim to Magnus being the best player of all time based on this caps formula. So I just thought it was very interesting, and I know a lot of you are very data-minded and smart people, so I think you'd enjoy that article. Okay, a6 is loose, so I kind of want to... I'm going to do this and then try to attack... Okay, well, I should probably just focus on the game. I was going to try to get something going down the A file, but that didn't quite work out. Let's go over and try to hit this rook. That rook is almost trapped, except they can play rook d7, so that didn't help me out much. Let's take here now. Ooh, take it. Free rook. There we go. It's exactly what I needed. And free rook again. Let's go here. Bring this other knight in. This looks dominating. Take that guy. Check. And that's mate next move. Okay, so 20 seconds left. I don't think we're going to get another game. And we are going to take this one. I didn't berserk any games. Didn't feel like I had a lot of opportunities to berserk. Just kind of played my baseline and maybe a couple early games. You could argue that berserking would have been a decent play. Well, actually, logically, berserking is almost never a good play. Unless you're behind in the tournament and you really need to catch up ASAP. Okay, so 73 players get first place. Lion Cobra got second. I didn't even see this player, or this player, actually. So both these players, Lion Cobra and Ojal Joao, must have late joined. And Fabiano, I know you're a super GM. I know you're like always number 2 or 3 on the live ratings, but sorry, man, lichess bullet is a different animal. I can give you some advice if you want, free of charge too, just because you're a fellow American. I want to see you do well in the world arena. So just let me know if you need some advice on lichess bullet. I'll help you out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good to be back playing another lichess arena. And I'll be back again with another video very soon. All right, bye guys.